Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Advanced Vocabulary Quiz Part 17. In this video, you must choose the correct vocabulary word for each question. You may need to pause the video at each question to give yourself some extra time to think of your answers. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 1. And the answer is, my parents were very upset because I got an abysmal grade on my last English test. If something is abysmal, it's very bad or terrible. And in this case, the grade, the mark on this person's English test was very, very bad. All right, number 2. And the answer is, even though the family was very wealthy, they lived a very austere life in a small house in the country. In this case, austere means simple, or let's say they lived a very strict life where they didn't spend a lot of money. That's what austere means. They could have spent a lot of money because they were rich, but instead they lived a strict, let's say simple life. And that's what it means here. Okay, number 3. And the answer is, the government was able to bolster up the economy by lowering taxes on small businesses. To bolster something is to strengthen it or to give it more support. And in this case, the lower taxes helped the small businesses, which actually made the economy stronger. Okay, number 4. And the answer is, the president was known and admired for the brevity of his speeches. Brevity here means if something is very brief or very short. And according to this example, the people liked it. They liked how brief the president's speeches were instead of, let's say, a long speech. Got it? All right, number 5. And the answer is, Abe worked on a farm for most of his life, and you could tell by looking at his coarse hands and his wrinkled, sunburnt face. Coarse in this case means worn out or rough, the texture of his hands. And somebody who has worked on a farm, they're always using their hands, which is quite different from someone that works in an office somewhere, right? So his hands were worn out. All right, number 6. And the answer is, many big companies today have provided flexible work schedules for their employees, which have proved to be very conducive to their overall production. Now, conducive means to make something or a certain situation more likely or more possible. And in this case, because of the flexible work schedules that the companies have done. So because of these work schedules that the employees liked, it allowed for more overall production. Okay, number 7. And the answer is, Karen has been too busy with her studies to cultivate many friendships with her classmates at university this year. Usually cultivate is used to grow something, all right? And that's really what they're talking about here. Karen couldn't make friends. That's really what it means. Couldn't cultivate them, all right? And that's how cultivate is used in this type of a situation, all right? To grow something. even to foster something. All right, number 8. And the answer is Phil wasn't happy with his new job because he has bad feet, and he didn't realize that it would entail a lot of physical activity. Entail here means to include something or what it involves. In this case, his new job involved a lot of physical activity. And since he had bad feet, he didn't like his new job. All right, number 9. And the answer is some of the more radical members of the protest were trying to incite the others to violence last night, but the crowd remained very peaceful throughout the demonstration. To incite something, or in this case to incite violence, is to cause something to happen. And the radical members of this group were trying to cause the other members to act in a violent way. All right, the final question, number 10. And the answer is Dr. Jones postulated that a cure for type 1 diabetes will be found by 2027. If someone postulates something, it's they assert it or say it or state it. And in this example, Dr. Jones asserted this, or Dr. Jones stated this. Got it? That's all for this video. Please let me know how you did in the comment section below. Thanks again for subscribing, and remember what I always say, keep practicing! See you next time!